I think the biggest stress for me was the idea of taking anything home to my family.
And in some ways that was really scary, to be constantly faced with mortality.
It's kind of hard to talk about it because I kind of just like buried it down and didn't want to. It was hard to deal with, you know, friends, families on one side saying, oh, this is fake, it's the government, it's this and this. Whatever it was, you know, it was real.
You know, each time you go home and you don't know if you're taking that home to your family too. So that was scary part, and then seeing them dying, it was like, every day when we were coming to work, it's like, thank Lord, stop complaining. You know, at least we are on the other side.
We also hear reports of our colleagues getting sick of COVID. So it was long days of work and the fear of getting sick yourself.
We already knew that the doctors and nurses were reliable, the respiratory therapists, but we found out that people never quit here. You know, they're always dedicated, they're not going to give up, and we did everything we could to help the community.
Luckily, our team here of nurses are phenomenal. So even in the scariest times, we all had backup and support from one another.
I think team approach, one team working together. To give you a few examples, when this all started, we came up with a PPE depot.
But we came together as a team. Being part of HCA, we have access to sharing resources with other facilities, and we have a lot of support from our supply chain leadership, from division and corporate, in order to ensure that we always have PPE and equipment on hand for our staff.
I think it was definitely stressful, and everybody had to lean in and just be really present for the whole department. It definitely was a team-based effort.
What gave me some strength is to see a lot of the triumphs that we had. As time went on, we were able to recognize even quicker the kind of patients who are sicker than our everyday regular patients. And as a team, it really makes you feel uplifted that you know you can depend on everybody that we work with.
With all this COVID, I have learned how important the family is, because you're being a whole person. Your family is the one who's going to be there for you in sickness.
And I'm looking forward to COVID slowing down and for people to get vaccinated and for the variant to be present but not to make people sick.
I see life and the world in a different way post-COVID, and taking things, loved ones, like seeing them and hugging them every day. Life is very unpredictable. That's what I learned from COVID.
I don't know. I guess I've grown a lot and learned a lot, and maybe matured a few more years, all in 1 year.
We came together like a family to ensure that we were always protected during the pandemic and peak of COVID.
Little things don't bother me like it used to, because I saw what I saw, and you never guarantee tomorrow.
Not to take health for granted, definitely, and family. I think the hardest thing is watching people say goodbye to a family member through a glass door. Sorry, I think that would be really difficult. So just not to take health for granted.